So, disguised as Ganymede and Elenia, both the sisters Rosalind and Celia have taken their money and jewels to defray their expenses and they leave for the forest of Arden. These fair princesses set out on their long travel, for the forest of Arden was a long way off, beyond the boundaries of the Duke's dominions. The Lady Rosalind, or Ganymede as she must now be called, with her manly garb, seemed to have put on a manly courage as well. The faithful friendship Celia had shown in accompanying Rosalind so many weary miles made the new brother, in recompense for this true love, exert a cheerful spirit, as if he were indeed Ganymede, the rustic and stout-hearted brother of the gentle village maiden Elenia. When at last they came to the forest of Arden, they no longer found the convenient inns and good accommodations they had met with on the road, and being in want of food and rest, Ganymede, who had so merrily cheered his sister with pleasant speeches and happy remarks all the way, now owned to Elenia that he was so weary he could find in his heart to disgrace his man's apparel and cry like a woman. And Elenia declared she could go no further, and then again Ganymede tried to recollect that it was a man's duty to comfort and console a woman, as the weaker vessel, and to seem courageous to his new sister, he said, "Come, have a good heart, my sister Elenia. We are now at the end of our travel in the forest of Arden. But feigned manliness and forced courage would no longer support them, for though they were in the forest of Arden, they knew not where to find the Duke, and here the travel of these weary ladies might have come to a sad conclusion, for they might have lost themselves and perished for want of food. But providentially, as they were sitting on the grass, almost dying with fatigue and hopeless of any relief, a countryman chanced to pass that way, and Ganymede once more tried to speak with a manly boldness, saying, "Shepherd, if love or gold can in this desert place procure us entertainment, I pray you bring us where we may rest ourselves, for this young maid, my sister, is much fatigued with travelling and faints for want of food." The man replied that he was only a servant to a shepherd, and that his master's house was just going to be sold, and therefore they would find but poor entertainment, but that if they would go with him, they should be welcome to what there was. They followed the man, the near prospect of relief giving them fresh strength, and bought the house and sheep of the shepherd, and took the man who conducted them to the shepherd's house to wait on them. And being by this means so fortunately provided with a neat cottage and well supplied with provisions, they agreed to stay here till they could learn in what part of the world the Duke dwelt. So both the sisters venture into the forest of Arden on the very long journey in order to find the banished Duke. And on the way, as expected, they are met with a lot of challenges, but fortunately, they are also blessed with the shepherd who was passing by just by chance. And then they buy the cottage, the sheep, and all the entertainments which are left by its owner in the cottage, and for once at least they make themselves comfortable and they have a place to stay in, and from now on they can plan the future course of their journey, how they plan to find the banished duke and how they plan to chalk out their journey further from here. the cottage into the depths of the forest of Arden.